What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing mock draft 3.0 for you guys. This is my final mock draft, and this is what I'm going for in the draft. This is my final one, and took me a little bit of time to do it, but I got it done. Some picks I'm having trouble with keeping, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. If you guys have any comments, please leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know what you guys think I did wrong, or picks that you liked a lot, or whatever it is. I love having discussions with you guys in the comment section. I'm not a popular YouTuber, so I'll see your comment for sure, and I'll comment back. So, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. I think it was my last mock draft. I got like over 30 likes and 1 dislike. Some troll, I guess. But thank you guys for that. I asked for at least 30 likes, and I got that. And I got like 1 dislike, and I appreciate that very much, guys. So without further ado, here is the final mock draft. Just going to go over some differences. If I skipped over a player or your team that you wanted to talk about or you wanted to hear about, leave it in the comment section below. We'll talk about it. But I want to make this video kind of short because all the play, like Malik Hooker, I haven't had him moving from the Chargers all of my mock drafts, so I don't want you guys to keep hearing about Malik Hooker going to the Chargers. So let's start off with Marshon Lattimore going to Tennessee at number 5. At first, I had Corey Davis, and then my second mock draft, I had Jonathan Allen. Being that, I think Corey Davis would have been a great pick for them. I know he's a little bit of a reach, but I think they needed a wide receiver 1, and that would make that offense just so much better. Then Jonathan Allen in my second mock draft, because I had Leonard Fournette going to Jacksonville, and so he dropped down, and I think that would have been a great pick for them. I still think it would be a good pick for them, but the Tennessee Titans released Jason McCourty, so that leaves a huge gap. It's a bigger need now than ever. They already had it as their number 1 need, and now it's just even more so that they need to address it here, and I think Marshon Lattimore is the way to go. Should Marshon Lattimore fall to number 5, that is where I think they will go, or I think he will go. So moving on, the Jets. This may be a shock to you guys. I don't see anybody mocking this, but it could happen. Keep in mind, I don't think the Jets are staying on number 6. I think they're for sure trading down. I think they're just considering their options right now. Because if Marshon, the only player I think worth taking for them is Marshon Lattimore. I've seen people, hoping that they got mocking Jonathan Allen over there. I don't really see the reason for that. I think if they could trade down, they would. And if Marshon Lattimore isn't there, if Tennessee picks him up before they do, I think they'll trade down for sure, because I don't think they'll take a quarterback number 6 overall, or any player for that matter. So, yeah, I have them taking O.J. Howard. They have a huge need at tight end. This guy is special. Is a little bit of a reach, yes, but I think it's definitely worth it if they take O.J. Howard. Moving on, Derek Barnett going to Carolina. News got out about Dalvin Cook, his medical records. He could drop in the draft. I don't think he's going to drop too far in the draft. I think the team will take a shot on him and go from there. But I think Carolina skips out on him for that reason, especially that they're picking in the top 10, so they don't want to mess up that opportunity, because they're not really in rebuilding mode like most of these teams are in the top 10. So, Derek Barnett, they find their defensive end of the future. Cincinnati taking Jonathan Allen. He slips far. They have a need at defensive tackle, next to Geno Atkins, so they pick him up here. Great pick for the Cincinnati Bengals. They could get Reuben Foster, but I think Reuben Foster is going to drop in the draft because of his off-the-field issues and stuff like that. So, yeah, moving on, the Buffalo Bills, they take Corey Davis. That's not different. I don't know why I said that. New Orleans Saints, they take Gareon Conley. They fill in a need at corner. I think this is my first time mocking Gareon Conley to New Orleans. A lot of people are doing that, and I'm going to do it too. I think it makes sense for them now that Derek Barnett is off the board. So moving on, we've got the Philadelphia Eagles pulling the trigger on Dalvin Cook. I think this will make their offense just dynamic. Could they take Christian McCaffrey here? Yes, but I think if both of them are on the board, I think they take Dalvin Cook instead, because look at Christian McCaffrey's strong suit. What's his strong suit? He's a receiving back. Well, Dalvin Cook could do the same thing. Can Christian McCaffrey do it a little better? Yeah, but I think overall as a running back, as what you're supposed to be, a running back who could run the ball, I think Dalvin Cook is just a better player overall as a running back. Also catches the field, out the backfield like any other good receiving back out there. So I think they pull the trigger on Dalvin Cook here. Number 15, Indianapolis. I really don't see a lot of people mocking Indianapolis taking a secondary player here, just because the secondary is kind of deep in this draft, but corner is a big need as well. Sure, they can pick up Ryan Ramczyk here, but I don't think their offensive line is really that bad. They got the right side of their line is pretty bad, but is it first round worthy? Not really. So they'll survive. So I think they'll take Tre'Davious White here with the 15th overall pick. Very underrated corner, and teams may be looking at him to take him in the mid-first round. I definitely think he's worth it. Does he have a learning curve to him? Yes, but he's a college player. It's going to happen with the best of them. So I have Baltimore taking John Ross. I got the Washington pulling the trigger on Reuben Foster. They need a linebacker bad, any kind of linebacker, and why not take the best linebacker in this draft, falling all the way to 17 in Reuben Foster going to Washington. Moving on, Tennessee taking Hassan Riddick, linebacker out of Temple. Another great linebacker. I'm excited. I'm kind of upset because I hope somehow, some way, Hassan Riddick just slips really far in the draft. Something happens or something like that, because I really want him, but I still want an offensive lineman first for the Giants. I really want Garrett Bowles or Ryan Ramczyk. So I'm kind of jealous that Tennessee would take Hassan Riddick, because I really like him as a prospect. But yeah, he's going to go to Tennessee. Moving on to Tampa Bay, they take David Njoku, same thing as last time, going down. Detroit Lions take Taco Charlton, another big defensive end that goes to stays in state in Michigan and plays alongside Ezekiel Ansah on the edge. Miami taking Forrest Lamp, offensive guard out of Western Kentucky. They have a need at guard, and they also have a need at linebacker, but now that Reuben Foster and Hassan Riddick are off the board, I think they just go with Forrest Lamp instead. They can take Zach Cunningham, but I think it feels a better need for them. And they need to learn how to protect their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, because he's getting knocked around everywhere. So, I think it's a good option for them to take Forrest Lamp here. Moving on, my New York Giants. They get Garrett Bowles, offensive tackle out of Utah. This is my first time me mocking them to get Garrett Bowles, because I think he can go early in the draft. But I think how this draft plays out, he could fall to the Giants. Moving on, Oakland takes Zach Cunningham. Middle linebacker is probably their biggest need out of a team that doesn't have many needs. So I think they just fill in a need here with Zach Cunningham. Very good player. I think he could be an all-pro kind of guy. I really like the potential for Zach Cunningham, and I don't know why nobody's talking about him as much, but that's their problem. Houston taking Deshaun Watson. Seattle taking Cam Robinson. Right now, I'm looking at their depth chart. Their starting left tackle is George Font. Who's George Font? And then their backup left tackle is Reese Odiombo. He was pretty good when he played with Boise State, but he really sucked last year. They need a tackle right away. I know a lot of people are saying that Cam Robinson could be a guard in the NFL, that he's more so to fit a guard, but that's not saying he can't play left tackle. He played it at Alabama, guys, just so you know. It's not out of the question that Cam Robinson will be drafted as a left tackle, and that's probably what's going to happen. So I have him taking Cam Robinson. Moving down the list, I have Green Bay taking Takars McKinley. Great outside linebacker. Has a lot of potential, and I think he'll fit a great linebacking core with Clay Matthews and Nick Perry. So Takars McKinley, I'm surprised he will fall. He can probably go to Indianapolis, or I think as early as Indianapolis. I don't see anybody else picking him up earlier than that. But Green Bay gets a good player here at 29. The Pittsburgh Steelers get Jabril Peppers. I still see them taking. I could just imagine Tim Williams name next to a Pittsburgh Steelers logo. I can see it now. I mean, I think that's a perfect match for them. But Jabril Peppers falls on the board. I guess you take him. I think he's a little overrated, but I don't expect him to slip out of the first round for some reason. I think teams are just gonna drink the Kool-Aid. But in my opinion, in my honest opinion, I think it's the best move for Pittsburgh to take Tim Williams here. Probably the second best pass rusher in this draft, and they definitely need him. So, but I have them taking Jabril Peppers here. Atlanta takes T.J. Watt, defensive end or linebacker out of Wisconsin. And then, last but not least, New Orleans takes Budda Baker. Very underrated guy in this draft, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do in the league. But that's all I got for you guys today. I didn't want to make this too long, but here I am making a long mock draft video. But if you like the video, please hit the like button. Like I said, if you're new here, subscribe. I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff from the draft, not just New York Giants stuff. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.